Hey everyone, Sophie, also known as SMG, and I'm here with the band Payasa.
Hi, I'm Brittany, I do vocals.
I'm Xander, I play guitar.
I'm Jack, I do bass.
I'm Andrew, I play drums.
Alright, so just starting off right now, you guys have a show, probably less than an hour, playing the CDO Schietta EP release show. You guys had mentioned before the interview, this is your first time playing upstairs Sub-T. I don't know about for you guys, but for me that's a venue that I find myself at all the time. What does it feel like playing that venue?
It's definitely surreal. We've always played like downstairs all the time. So to, I guess it's like not like a big step, but for us it's like a big step to be like, wow, we're up front, we got a little green room, we get like a little merch spot. I think it's gone. What do you guys think?
It's like a personal goal too, because I've been going to shows at upstairs Sub-T since I was like 17. So being able to like finally play that room is very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys are up first. I know you guys released your demo back in 2018. It's been a while since you guys have released some music, so is there anything in the works or anything coming up soon that you can talk about?
Yeah, Xander, you want to take it?
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to have music coming out like April 15th, which was yesterday. Eventually, I mean, it's all done, it's all ready, so we're just figuring out some last stuff.
Nice.
And yeah, it'll be out.
Yeah, is it anything different from your last stuff that you released? Are you guys continuing some same traditions, with singing in Spanish and English, or, changing your sound a bit?
Definitely have some Spanish lyrics, not as much. I think the main difference between the last demo and this demo is it's definitely a lot darker. Like we went for more like a darker, heavier tone. Lyrics are a lot darker too. We have samples. I really like the samples.
Yeah, we kind of, like Brittany has a lot of inspiration from like horror movies, so we've got some samples from like some horror movies that she really likes.
That should be fun.
Yeah, we're really excited about that.
Does that kind of horror theme go into the album artwork cover for the demo? Because I did notice how there was the clowns on there and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, we did like a whole photo shoot and it's a lot darker, a lot spookier. That's what we wanted. Kasha was there at the photo shoot. What did you think, dude?
It was incredible. Like putting all that stuff together and watching it come together was like the coolest experience. We played with paint and fake blood and all sorts of stuff. We had some chains in there.
Some fun stuff coming out.
Yes.
So I guess which leads me to my next question, the name Payasa.
Yes.
Where did that come from? I'm really curious just because it's like, obviously the name's in Spanish, not many people might know what it is, but I just want to know what was like the background story behind that.
Yeah, well, when we first started the band, I was really into clowns at that time. So it's like the feminine form of payaso. But, with hardcore, it's more like a masculine and more male-dominated industry, or music scene, I guess you could say. And I just wanted more of like a feminine twist to it, just to kind of empower people who are not males. And like I said, I was just really into clowns at the time, so we kept it. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I know this question might be more, leaning towards you, but please feel free to, just chime in and answer. But you're a brown woman fronting a hardcore band. How do you feel, being able to represent that part of the scene that, like you just mentioned, is very, I would even go to say really kind of non-existent to very, very few people, do that. So how does that feel, being able to empower more people, like show people, hey, we're brown, we're female, we're here.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels, it's such an honor, honestly. Like I got to meet people like you and connect with people like you. And honestly, if I wasn't, honestly, as weird as it is to say, if, I wasn't brown, if I wasn't, not male, like I wouldn't be able to connect with people like that. That's the best part about it is like people who aren't really comfortable going to hardcore shows that think it's like a super like tough guy macho attitude are able to come up to me and be like, hey, like I really appreciate you that you're representing us. And then playing with like other brown bands like today, like this entire bill is brown people,
for
so
sure.
it's super rad. It's nice to connect with people, especially in like our little community, I guess, because very white dominated. So having that experience, and then a lot of, I'm sure you've experienced this, a lot of brown kids have experienced that, like seeing their parents go through like the immigration process and seeing how struggling that is. So a lot of my lyrics are about that too. So it's just an honor, honestly, to be sort of a representation and make people feel more comfortable.
For sure, yeah. So the song Muñeca, is that about, coming from an immigrant, family and stuff like that?
Yeah, I wrote that in honor of my mom. My mom's still around. Everyone thinks my mom's dead, but she's alive. She's alive and well. It's about my mom. And basically the lyrics is like how a lot of people fetishize women of color, and especially like people who are darker skin tone, especially like you get the class like, oh, spicy Latina, and like, oh my God, I definitely want to like Tia Latina, there's the spicy, you know, stuff like that. So seeing my mom kind of go through that, and seeing my mom just go through a lot of racism, bigotry, misogyny, just in the grocery store, like when I had to translate for my mom and people made weird comments and the grocery store clerk made weird comments, it's like, I wrote it for my mom just because, you know, it's weird that women of color are fetishized, but we don't get the same rights.
Damn straight.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And what about your other songs? Does that go with like similar theme, or what are your other songs about?
Yeah, for the demo, Cherries was about substance abuse. We actually encountered one of our old friends and we saw him in a very bad spot and we wanted to, I don't know, it just didn't, I guess it, like, I'm a very empathetic person, so it put me in a spot where, you know, I wanted, you know, to kind of get in that place where, you know, substance just has a control over you. So that was Cherries. Egoista was about an abusive relationship that I was going through and how I got out of that. And then the other songs that were going to be on our new EP, I guess, promo?
Yeah.
I will say EP, yeah. They're more like about my mental health. So there's a song called Haze. It's about kind of, you know, when you're in depression mode or anxiety attack, like you're kind of in a haze. And then Blue Skies is kind of like, I started going to therapy during Blue Skies, so therapy was a really good spot, and Blue Skies is basically like, you know, like thoughts are like passing clouds, but everybody has a blue sky, and those intrusive thoughts will pass by. And then Bird Street was just about an exorcism, because I really like horror movies, and it was also about my religious trauma. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. You got a lot of different themes falling within the new EP. Okay, that's what I'm looking forward to. Besides this show tonight, is there any upcoming shows that you're able to talk about, or anything else planned after this one?
I mean, I think we just had, there's like a Milwaukee like summer cookout thing, like in
JJ's Bar, right?
No, it's an X-Ray.
X-Ray, okay.
It'll be an X-Ray arcade, yeah. I think it's a little bit south of Milwaukee, but yeah, it's like a big fest. There's gonna be vendors and like food and stuff like that, so that'll be super cool.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee Hardcore, like they put that all together.
Yeah.
It's super cool that they put us on.
And we're also playing Cobra Lounge in a month with Akulu, Truth Call, Home Invasion, and Sector.
Ooh, nice. That should be a fun one.
Yeah.
I'm just really curious. The show you guys played before this one with Dare, Karma, You're the Knife, how was that? That was like honestly like kind of big show to like be on and like play. I mean, shit, I went hard as fuck. I know.
We saw you on
Literally,
stage.
my motto is go hard or don't go at all.
Yes.
I think I sprained my hand at that show, but anyway.
I saw a couple stage dives.
So how was it playing that show, you know, again with, you know, some local Chicago hardcore people who are brown, you know, stuff like that, especially Dare, that they're not from here, but they came from Orange County, being, you know, male brown fronted.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's super cool. Like, shout out to Shane for putting us on. He runs Empire Productions and booked the show. Got You're the Knife to come out and work that stuff out. So that's super cool that worked out, because it wasn't all just on one package. Like, You're the Knife was on a different route and stuff like that. So it was definitely a cool show, and I'm like super glad that Payasa got to play that.
Yeah, I feel like it was our first like hardcore show.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
I feel like we played a lot of mixed bills or like punk bills or like hardcore punk, but no, that was like our first like hardcore show. People, it was really good reception. People went off, like it did.
That's gonna be me in an hour. But, is there anything else you guys want to add? Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, definitely shout out to Milwaukee Hardcore. That's like our second home. Tom, JJ, Michael, Reality Checks, Milwaukee Hardcore, Enervate. We're actually playing with a lot of cool bands today. Snuffs, You Just Get It, Evil Empire, Habitats. Yeah, those are so, oh my god, I'm so stoked for Habitats. And then we have some really good bands in Springfield. I feel like in Illinois, Springfield kind of gets overlooked, but Prevention. And then there's this new band, Shroud, and keep an eye out for Subversion. That's a new Springfield hardcore. What else do you guys have? That's all I can think of.
Yeah, those are like the main people we've been like connecting with and connect with, and it's really great that we like all, you know, we're like kind of right in the middle between like Chicago and Milwaukee, and it's just like a beautiful thing that you know, we see like people connecting like between the two cities all the time. I mean, they're really close, but you know, you don't always get that tightness like within the scenes, and we've been fortunate to be asked to like be part of both. So we're really proud of that.
Yeah, some exciting stuff to look forward to. All right, thank you guys real quick. Just one quick shout out to Subterranean for being an awesome venue. I love them so much. I've probably been going there since I was like 15.
Same.
It's so crazy, like the past 5 years I've been going there. Also, shout out to Bella's Film Lab for letting me film here. We film upcoming in Chicago, hopefully in May. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I cannot wait for the show in like literally 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.